Welcome once again to Sean McFadden's I Don't Get It. I'm Sean McFadden. I still don't get it. So, Thursday. Things got bad with my son, wound up in the emergency room. Had to get him sedated so they could examine him. There for a very long time. Got things sussed out. Friday. I go back to work, get home, my wife has returned from the hospital with my son. The triage nurse at the Brantford General Hospital basically asked my wife what the hell she was doing back in the hospital with my son. Well, let's see, you've got an autistic child who can't communicate, who is obviously in pain. What do you think we're doing back at the hospital? Then proceeded to tell my wife how she was wasting everyone's time. And don't you have a team for this? Can't you take him to a walk-in clinic? Can't you just take him to his family doctor? Well, let's see, lady. When we were here the day before, it took 6 security people to hold my son down to sedate him so they could examine him. 6 trained security staff. Think a walk-in clinic's got that? Do you think my family doctor's got 6 security staff kicking around to help deal with my son? No. And we are not the kind of people that every little thing that goes wrong with a child we rush to the emergency room, because we've been dealing with this for 10 years. We know the difference between a slight problem and something seriously wrong with a child. But yeah, basically you're telling my wife that, she's wasting everyone's time. Now, most of my fingers are pretty much at this point useless because my son tends to grab them and twist them and, he's freakishly strong. So when he's having a really bad meltdown because he's in pain, yeah, we need some help. And don't you have a team to deal with this? Well, let's see. I can't afford the $125 an hour for one person to help my son, because I make $20 an hour, so do the math on that one, lady. See, I fall into that wonderful category. I'm poor, but I'm not poor enough. Right? Too poor for any sort of assistance. Well, pardon me. We get 2 hours respite a week. 2 hours a week. Yeah, do the math on that one too. I totally love being in a position to not being able to help my child because I can't afford it. Because I only make $20 an hour. Well, why doesn't your wife get a job? My wife has a job. It's called a 10-year-old autistic child. That, and let's see, my wife could go out and get a job, and she could spend every cent she makes and every cent I make on childcare for my son. Problematic? Yeah. So for future reference, hospitals everywhere, when you're dealing with an autistic child, here's the thought: treat the child, not the autism. Autism is not the end-all, be-all cause of every fucking problem with the kid. Following along on that one? It's one of those days where it's very, very, very fortunate for this lady who was behind the desk working as a triage nurse that I was not fucking there. Because I would have been banned from the hospital because I would have caved her fucking skull in. If you don't know anything about autism, learn about it, especially if you work at a bloody hospital. This so epically pisses me off that they don't know how to deal with autism at all. Anybody. Like, where is the fucking help? There is none. Don't you have a team? No, I can't afford a team, thank you very much. Don't you have any friends or family? Well, let's see. My parents are dead. My sister's a fucking drug addict. My wife's parents are in their 80s, so they can't control my son if he's having a meltdown. So, no, I don't have any help. There is no help. If I was rich, there'd be plenty of help. Do you have any idea how much fun it is to go down the list of services that you could get for your child and go, well, that's $5,000, that's $4,000, that's $2,000, that's $8,000, that's $15,000, and not be able to afford a damn fucking thing? Same thing the world over. You're poor. Fuck you. But the people who work for the government, they're making their 150 grand a year and their benefits that cover all this sort of shit that we're paying for. Yeah, thanks, assholes. So I don't understand where this, well, there's help available thing comes from, because I sure as fuck can't afford it. There's nobody handing it out. We're screwed. Right now I'm looking at the possibility of having to actually commit my son. Because I can't fucking afford it. Because I can't get him the help that he needs. And my wife deals with panic disorder and agoraphobia. Okay? So what this nurse has done now, my wife is going to wait until my son injures himself badly or injures her to the point where she actually needs medical attention herself. Like to set her broken hand or, reattach the finger he bit off. Thanks, bitch. Oh, where's your team? Can't afford a team, lady. Thank you. Where's your team? Where's your fucking head? Yeah, there is no help. If you can't afford it, you're fucked. Anyway, rant over. Bye.